Okay, so officially the start of day 13. Get this out here. Probably maybe a mile into the trail. Big uphill in the beginning. I think today is supposed to be moderate as far as the ups and downs. We're going to try to do, I think it's 9.5 miles, something like that. We're not going to stop at a shelter tonight. We're just going to stop at a camping area. And I am with pretty much a whole new group of people. Taking that extra, or taking a 0 yesterday. Most people at this point in the trail have probably taken 1 0. We've already taken 3. So, but listen, that's part of it. The first time we took 0s, one of the members of our group had some blister issues, so we waited for him. And this last time, another member was having some minor hip issues, and those appear to be gone, at least for now. So we're going to keep on cruising. Now, my boy Mario, he ordered some crap from my favorite company, not Amazon. Amazon sucks. Just saying. Anyways, his resupply is not supposed to get here until this afternoon, so it may take him a day or two to catch up to us, but he'll make it happen. He'll make it happen. All right, I'm coming up on some folks, so I'm going to stop recording for just a moment. Okay, got past those folks. They stopped to get water. I learned my lesson on the approach trail day. A lot of these people out here are carrying 1 liter bottles, and I just, to me, that's too much weight. I need to have at least 2 bottles of water, so rather than go with 2 1 liter bottles, I go with the 2 700 milliliter bottles. And we all use the smart bottle, the smart water bottle. It's got a good sports cap on it, and you got to be careful out here. You better write your name on your bottle or somebody's going to snatch it up. But so usually what I do ever since the approach trail is when I get down to 1 full bottle of water, that's when I'll start looking for my next water source. And I know there's one coming up in about 2.5 miles, so I'll stop there and refill. And I do have my water bladder that right now is empty, but if I know water sources are going to be scarce, I can load up to 3 liters of water in that. I've never done that so far. Usually the only time I use that is when I'm getting ready to stop at camp and I just need water for food and fixing dinner, and to make sure I've got enough water to get started in the morning. But 9 times out of 10, I usually have a couple liters of extra water, and it allows other people to fill up their water bottles. So I guess that's one of the reasons they call me Papa Bear. I try real hard to think about myself, and at the same time think about the people that are around me. And out here, people notice those things. Back home, no, they don't notice those things. They're the takers. They expect people to do things for them without ever doing anything in return. And anyways, yeah, listen, every now and again I'm going to slip into a negative rant. When I do, just fast forward a little bit. But yeah, I'm cruising right now. Although I will tell you that my pack, because I don't know, you can see that I'm down to shorts and a t-shirt. So all those extra winter clothes that I've had to use over the last almost 2 weeks now, because it's been really, really cold out here, they're on my pack now. And my pack is the heaviest that it's been since I started. I've got a 5-day supply of food, and maybe a day extra. I've had a couple times out here where people who didn't plan properly ran out of food, and again, I've been able to help them out a couple times, so that's good. But it puts a little extra weight in my pack. My pack, the heaviest it's been until now, was at the start of the approach trail back at 31.8 pounds. Today when I weighed my pack, it was right on 38 pounds. That's a lot of weight. But you know what? I don't know if you can see it. I got sweat pouring off my hat. I'm dripping with sweat already. But it's really not from the weight of the pack. The pack is, I mean, I can feel it's heavier, but I got this. I'm stronger than I was when I started out. And I've learned how to pack my pack a little bit better. A little bit more for comfort. I've made some adjustments here and there. And so it's all good. Right now I'm kind of out in front of the pack here. Although I can say I am not the oldest person out here in the group that I'm with right now. I'm hiking with a gentleman that's 75 freaking years old. And he pretty much matches my pace step for step. He's a badass dude. So Butch, if you're watching this, you're a badass dude. All right, getting ready to go uphill. I'm gonna need my trekking poles. Yeah, sweat, my hat is already soaking wet, so. All right. So, about an hour and a half in, and 3.5 miles for the day. So, making some pretty good time. Although, I'm gonna tell you, man, I've got 3 people in front of me now. We keep flip-flopping. They rest, I pass them. I rest, they pass me. But keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Not a lot of views out here yet this morning. There's some low-hanging clouds, some mist, some fog. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Yeah. Almost bit it on that one. Got a pretty good downhill section here. This is it's hard to tell, but that's about 1.5 foot drop right there, and I really should be using my trekking poles, but I'm not. I'm just taking my time. Another big step. But now I've been thinking about this pack weight stuff. My pack weight is 38 pounds this morning. Now, when I started preparing physically for this trip, and I first started going to the gym, I weighed 195 pounds, which was 10 pounds more than I weighed 3 years before when COVID first started. So overall, not too bad. Problem is that added weight was a lot of fat. I lost a lot of muscle mass because I wasn't working out. And so it was, in theory, yeah, hell, in reality, it was more than 10 pounds of fat. But by the time I started the trail, 3 months after I started working out, the day I started the trail, I weighed 180. And a lot of that was building my muscle back, which was good. And probably didn't lose a lot of fat. Maybe some, but hard to say. Had to lose some, right? Because muscle is heavier than fat. So, all right. So when I got to Hostel around the bend, and I weighed myself, I was down to 173, and it was fairly noticeable when I looked at myself in the mirror. So in theory, having lost 7 pounds on the trail, gaining muscle, gaining 6 pounds in my pack, I think that kind of equals out, doesn't it? Maybe I'm a little bit ahead with the extra muscle, so. But I'm not gonna lie, that pack feels heavier. I can feel all 6 extra pounds. When I stop for my first break to take this thing off, I'm gonna have to readjust my shoulder straps. My hip belt feels pretty good, but it seems to be putting more weight on my shoulders than on my hips. I need to fix that. Okay, just cruising along. I think we already had about 1,000 feet in ascent. We got a little downhill here and getting ready to go back up again. I don't know. Yeah, that's where we're going. Yeehaw. All right, gonna need the trekking poles. See you in a bit. All right, yeah, another green tunnel. I can see the buds are beginning. They're starting back at the hostel where it was a little bit warmer. The flowers were ready to pop out. So we're not far. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this. And babies are ready to pop. That is going to be so cool. I cannot wait. Yeah, it's not like it's not beautiful enough out here already that this trail has to throw flowers at us. What the heck? I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. I feel so much better today. I mentioned before, this trail, much like the military, when you first join the military, it's got to break you down, take you down to nothing, wear you out. And then if you're fortunate enough to have the mental and the emotional toughness, then you can get through it. And most of us will. Some of us have already left the trail. But when we get to that point, there's not much that's going to be able to stop us. These ridge runners, I'm telling you, man, over the years, they blow me away. Look at all this mess down here. Down trees, down limbs, down everything. And then over the years, they've had the ability to make these steps, which also serve as water diversion. And I think there's a technical term for that. Somebody told me the other day, but I forgot. So, but I mean, you can see all this wood is cut. This is what the ridge runners do. They come through here. As a matter of fact, we just passed one half an hour ago. And they'll come through here, and they've got the tools to clean these trails off. And you can see where they've had their work cut out for them in this area. Yeah, look at that, man. Oh my goodness. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. All right. I'm heading down a steep section. Need my pulse. Okay. Whew. Everybody that was ahead of me, they stopped about a quarter mile back for lunch. It's only about 11 o'clock. It's too early for lunch for me. I try to time my feeding schedule so that I'm efficient with the energy that I'm putting in. So, had an okay breakfast this morning before I left the hostel. At probably the 2.5 mile mark, I had a Cliff Bar that's just loaded with energy. Not much for taste. Texture sucks, but it's the calories and the energy that it gives you. So I've got about another hour to go before I stop for lunch. I need to be more aware of my surroundings out here for the next little bit. A couple of days ago, there was a bear encounter in this area. It was at night. I don't know what the whole story was. It's on the app that we're using out here that there was a close encounter with a bear, but I'm not awfully worried about that. Daytime, if there's a bear out here, I'm going to see him. he'll see me. He'll be as afraid of me as I am of him. So I'm not too concerned. I know when I get up north, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, I'll probably see a lot of bear. So I'm not going to be too worried about it. The word is that somebody left their food bag in their tent, and that's a no-no. So, all right, I'm going to put this away. I've got people coming up behind me, so talk to you in a bit. All right. What a difference a few days makes. Oh my God. Before our zero, the last few days, before that, we were dealing with below freezing temperatures. And hang on a second here. All right, below freezing temperatures, cold, windy. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, it's a little different out here now. When we started out this morning on the trail, it was already 64 degrees. I just looked at my thermometer, and I guess we're about 5 miles in right now, maybe a little more, but it's 72 degrees. I'm sweating like a pig. For those of you who are worried about me, yes, I'm drinking lots of water. I have electrolyte powder to go in my water, so it's all good. I've had no issues with cramping. Even when it was 20 degrees, I was sweating like a pig out here. But this is different. Okay. Yep. Phone's level. Yeah. Back up again. So, all right. Trekking pole time. All right, so we left Dix Creek Gap this morning. So we've come 5.6 miles. And our game of leapfrog continues. That's Stephanie and her son Cole. We've been playing leapfrog all morning. I stopped to rest, they passed me. They stopped to rest, I passed them. So, their turn. All right, so we've come 5.6. That gives us about, well, less than 4 to get to the campground. And if we decide to go on to the next shelter, that would be another 7, well, it'd be 7 miles from here. So I feel like I can make it. I'm not sure about Bluebird behind me. So when I get to Bly Gap, where the campground is, or the campsite, I'll sit around there a bit, wait for Bluebird to catch up to me and see if she's got another 2.5 miles in her, and we can go to the shelter. I know they are expecting thunderstorms this evening in the morning, so we'll see what's going to happen. You know what? I'm going to head on down. Pretty good downhill here, but these damn red runners, man, they got us hooked up. These are pretty good step downs. When I say pretty good, I mean not a foot or more, and much easier to manage, much easier on my knee. So far I feel good. My knee is good. Yeah, slight tenderness here and there, but nothing more than I would get if I was at home. My elbow feels good. My feet, surprisingly, I think I said before, they hurt at the end of the day, but by morning, after getting in my camp shoes, thank you Crocs, they feel good in the morning. So my biggest concerns are proving to be not a big concern. So, all right, well, I'm catching up to mom and son here, and I'm going to stop taping for a moment. So it may be time for lunch. Probably can't film for a few seconds here, but this is a little unusual. Most of the trees in this area are pine trees. More pine trees than I've seen in any other section so far. So This is cool. I know when we get further up north, there'll be just huge forest of pine, but so far I haven't seen a lot. And here, well, as you can tell, they're everywhere. It's just, yeah, it's beautiful. All right, I'm going up, so got to use trekking poles. It's like an enchanted forest through here. Just, it's just breathtaking. I love this. I cannot tell you how much I love this. I mean, I am sweating. My legs are tired. They're on fire. Finally got a little downhill where I can rest them a little bit. But I'm telling you, man, this is just beautiful. Oh my God, think of what it's gonna be like when these babies start really blooming. It will just take your breath away. Speaking of breathtaking moments, I'm not far from a big one. I won't tell you what it is quite yet, but I will tell you that within the next half mile or so, one of the biggest moments on the trail for me so far is coming up. And well, we'll just we'll let it be a little surprise for some of you. Some of you may be following me to the extent that you know what's coming, or if you've been on the trail before, or if you're preparing to do the trail. I got to tell you, I'm pretty surprised at the amount of attention and views that I'm getting. I mean, listen, I started this trail with like 11 subscribers, and I'm getting closer to 100 now. Well, I don't know 100 people. So, but that's only the small part of it. For you people that are watching these, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. You'll be doing me a favor, and if you're truly interested in watching what I'm doing, maybe not so much hearing what I'm saying, but watching what I'm doing, you'll get a notification. And one of the things that always kind of bugged me, you can do what you want. I mean, what can I do if you don't hit subscribe and if you don't hit like? But it used to drive me nuts when I would watch these other thru hikers, and you know, they'd have 200, 300, 400 views and get 10 likes. I mean, come on, people. We're working hard out here. If you're watching the video, the least you can do is hit the like button. It doesn't cost anything, and it makes us feel good. It makes us feel like, you know, hey, people are watching us. They're excited. They're supporting us. They're behind us. They're pushing us forward. We need that. So, yeah, you know, hit the subscribe button. You only have to do that once. It's a click. And hit the like button. I think my first video out here has got, I don't know, somewhere around 400 views, maybe more by now. And I got maybe 20 likes. So, I always hit the like button when I'm watching somebody's video, especially when they're working this hard. So, but do as you wish. All right, next time I turn this on, hopefully I'll be at that special spot. See you in a bit. All right, I'm sweating, it's hot, I'm tired, and then you hit this. Look at this. You know what that is, folks? I don't know if you can see that well, but I know you can see this one. That is the North Carolina-Georgia border. I am now officially in North Carolina. Oops, that heavy pack. Oh man, it brought me back to Georgia. No, I can't have that. We're going back into North Carolina. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. One state down, 13 more to go. All right. I hear people coming up behind me, so I want them to enjoy this as much as I have. See you in a bit. There's Bluebird's tent. You can see my bear hang off in the distance. And then a mom and her son, Cole and Stephanie. And let me spin you around, and this is the view from my tent. Not a spectacular view, but I can see the mountains off in the distance. I can hear people coming up the trail to cross the North Carolina border. And they're hooting and hollering when they get there. Whole bunch of fun.
I want to see what's over the next hill. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Picture. If one of you has an iPhone, I can send it to you. I'm sure you fell into pictures.
Wow.
Just take your pack off. It's very rare we get all of us in one though. Where did you start today? Dick's Creek. Yeah. You guys.
Albert, come here. I had to come from all the way down there, so you gotta come over here.
Sorry, I lost my Apple Juice.
And we can send you the pictures, of course. We got iPhones, so you can airdrop it. Perfect, exactly. That's exactly what we do.
Alright, Aubrey, you on it? Where'd you go?
Speech beat.
There we go. Oh, God.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. Jeez. You guys are amazing.
All right, so this morning, Mario could not leave with us. Mo-Wait had to stay behind at the hostel because he was expecting a package. Well, 5 hours after we get here, look who comes rolling down the trail. Is that Mo-Wait? What's up, man? I've been waiting for you.
56-pound rock. Made it. Stepped off at 2 p.m. Here I am. Oh, that prosthetic tumor.
Hold up, stop right there. Look where you're at, dude.
Hell yeah.
You're here.
Awesome. Can you take a pic of me too, brother?
I absolutely can.
Thanks, man.